In this video, I'd like to show you how to make the double stitch with a shuttle. This is the position of my right hand. I hold the shuttle with my thumb and my point finger. My shuttle tip is looking downwards. This is not the only correct position, this is just the position that is comfortable to me. The thread comes out behind the shuttle. With my left hand, I hold the thread between my thumb and my middle finger. Next, I place the thread around all the fingers and hold it where I already hold the beginning of the thread. This is the position of my hands at first. Then I bring my little finger to the palm, like that. So here I hold the thread, the beginning and the end. And here I control the length of this thread. I'll tell you how I do that a little bit later. I adjust this length with the help of these two fingers. So the first movement that I make with my right hand is sliding my hand under the thread. Next, I slide the shuttle under the thread, which is on the left hand. And here, as you can see, my point finger is in the way. In order for the thread to go further, I raise my point finger. It all happens in a second. So if you do it quickly, it's not even noticeable. And it seems like there is some kind of magic going on. But in reality, I'm just lifting this finger, just a little bit. The shuttle slides further. Here is the thread. Now it's going under the shuttle and the thumb is in the way. I also lift it for a second, just a little bit, and put it back on the shuttle again, just to let the thread get through. Next, I loosen my left hand and move my right hand to the right, in the other direction, so that the loop turns over here. Now with my left hand, I pull the loop over here between two fingers. This is the first half of the double stitch. To complete the second half of the double stitch, I put the shuttle on top, and now I have my thumb first in the way of the thread. I raise it, and the shuttle dives under the thread. And now my point finger is in the way. I raise it, and I put it back. I loosen my left hand. I pull the right hand. The loop turns over. Now I tighten the stitch with my left hand. Once again, I dive under the thread. Right hand, the point finger raises, gets back. Now the thumb raises and gets back. Left hand makes the thread tension less. Right hand goes to the right. Left hand pulls the thread back. Raising my thumb, shuttle dives under the thread, raising my point finger, putting it right back, loosening my left hand and pulling the right hand, pulling the thread with my left hand. Now let me show what I'm doing with these two fingers. When we make stitches, this thread is used to form the stitches, while this thread goes inside the stitches. So we use this part of the thread faster, and the distance is constantly decreasing. When it becomes small, it becomes inconvenient to slide shuttle back and forth. To increase it, we must add this thread here. And with these two fingers, that's exactly what I'm doing. With my point finger and with my thumb, I hold the stitches. And with this movement, I pull up the thread to increase its length here. I simply unwind the shuttle a little and continue making stitches. In fact, there is a small movement with these fingers almost every time when I make a stitch. So the distance here almost always remains the same for me. And this is a good way to check that everything is going as it should go, because if you cannot move the thread, that means that somewhere you have not turned over the stitch. When you have completed the required number of stitches, slide this loop. Pull the thread with the right hand, closing the stitches into a ring. This is how I tat with a shuttle. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye!